Hello everyone, this is Irma. We're going to be doing our weekly reading, and today we're going to do Isaiah 24 and 25. Okay, so here we go. I hope you have having a great day. And okay, chapter 24. Behold, Yahweh makes the earth empty, makes it waste, turns it upside down, and scatters its inhabitants. It will be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with the master, as with the maid, so with the mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the creditor, so with the debtor, as with the taker of interest, so with the giver of interest. The earth will be utterly emptied and utterly laid waste, for Yahweh has spoken this word. The earth mourns and fades away, the world languishes and fades away. The lofty people of the earth languish. The earth also is polluted under its inhabitants, because they have transgressed the laws, violated the statutes, and broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore the curse has devoured the earth, and those who dwell therein are found guilty. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourns, the vine languishes, and the merry-hearted sigh. The mirth of tambourine ceases, the sound of those who rejoice ends. The joy of the harp ceases. They will not drink wine with a song. Strong drink will be bitter to those who drink it. The confused city is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying in the streets because of the wine, and joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. The city is left in desolation, and the gate is struck with destruction. For it will be so in the midst of the earth among the peoples, and as the shaking of an olive tree, as the gleanings when the vintage is done. These shall lift up their voice. They will shout for the majesty of Yahweh. They cry aloud from the sea. Therefore glorify Yahweh in the east, even the name of Yahweh, the God of Israel, in the islands of the sea. From the uttermost parts of the earth have we heard songs, glory to the righteous. But I said, I pine away, woe is me. The treacherous have dealt treacherously. Yes, the treacherous have dealt very treacherously. Fear the pit and the snare are on you who inhabit the earth. Are on you who inhabit the earth. I think there's a mistake in the spelling on this, but anyways. Okay. Fear the pit and the snare are on you who inhabit the earth. We'll leave it like that. It will happen that he who flees from the noise of the fear will fall into the pit, and he who comes up out of the midst of the pit will be taken in the snare. For the windows on high are opened, and the foundation of the earth tremble. So you see, it's talking about the earth being polluted under its inhabitants because they have transgressed the laws and violated the statutes. So that's what messes up the earth, when people, transgress the laws and violate statutes and break the covenants. So that's why Jesus had to come to do the new covenant, because human beings were not able to fulfill it and to do, the right thing of the commandments. So that's why he came to do that. So anyways, let's continue. The earth is utterly broken. The earth is torn apart. The earth is shaken violently. The earth will stagger like a drunken man and will sway back and forth like a hammock. Its disobedience will be heavy on it, and it will fall and not rise again. It shall happen in that day that Yahweh will punish the army of the high ones on high, and the kings of the earth on the earth. They shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed. For Yahweh of armies will reign on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and before his elders will be glory. Okay, so that's 24, and then 25. Here we go. Yahweh, you are my God. I will exalt you. I will praise your name, for you have done wonderful things, things planned long ago in complete faithfulness and truth. For you have made a city into a heap, a fortified city into a ruin, a place of strangers to be no city. It will never be built. Therefore, a strong people will glorify you. A city of awesome nations will fear you. For you have been a stronghold to the poor, a stronghold to the needy in his distress, a refuge from the storm, a shade from the heat, and when the blast of the dreaded ones is like a storm against the wall. As the heat in a dry place will you bring down the noise of strangers. As the heat by the shade of a cloud, the song of the dreaded ones will be brought low. In this mountain, Yahweh of armies will make all peoples a feast of fat things, a feast of choice wines, of fat things full of marrow, of well-refined choice wines. He will destroy in this mountain the surface of the coverings that covered all peoples, and the veil that is spread over all nations. He has swallowed up death forever. The Lord Yahweh will wipe away tears from off all faces. He will take the reproach of his people away from all the earth. For Yahweh has spoken it. It shall be said in that day, behold, this is our God. We have waited for him, and he will save us. This is Yahweh. We have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. For in this mountain the hand of Yahweh will rest. Moab will be trodden down in his place, even like straw is trodden down in the water of the dunghill. He will spread out his hands in its midst, like one who swims spreads out hands to swim. But his pride will be humbled together with the craft of his hands. He has brought the high fortress of your walls down, laid low, and brought to the ground, even to the dust. So, okay, so those are the two from Isaiah for today. And then let me see, maybe I'll do one of the Psalms. Let me see if this one's not too big. Okay. I'm not sure if I've done Psalm 2 before. If it is, it will be review, but I don't think I have done that one. So let's do this, okay? Psalm 2. Why do the nations rage and the peoples plot a vain thing? The kings of the earth take a stand, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let's break their bonds apart and cast their cords from us. He who sits in the heavens will laugh. The Lord will have them in derision. That means ridicule. He's going to have them in ridicule. Then he will speak to them in his anger and terrify them in his wrath. Yet I have set my king on my holy hill of Zion. I will tell of the decree. Yahweh said to me, you are my son. Today I have become your father. Ask of me, and I will give you the nations for your inheritance, the uttermost parts of the earth for your possession. You shall break them with a rod of iron. You shall dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Now therefore be wise, you kings. Be instructed, you judges of the earth. Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling. Give sincere homage to the Son, lest he be angry and you perish in the way. For his wrath will soon be kindled. Blessed are all those who take refuge in him. Amen. Okay, I hope you've been having a good week, and I hope you have a good shalom. Bye-bye.